Well, Luke, I know we're only a couple of games in, but everyone wants a good start to the season, and it seems like you've had one.
Yeah, definitely. I think Colchester first half was a good performance. I think away from home, first game of the season, you tend to kind of try and look after what you got rather than trying to get a little bit more. So it was disappointing to concede late on. The lads felt that all last week, and then Saturday was a fantastic performance from back to front. I thought the way the lads defended, the way we pressed from the front, the lads in the middle won near enough everything. So it was a nice kind of complete performance for the first home game. But I know the gaffer keeps alluding to it. It literally is 2 games out of 46, so it's absolutely nothing at the moment. It's a good start, and that's kind of all it is.
But it's good because, as with most clubs at this level, there's a lot of incomings and outgoings, and so it can be difficult, I suppose, to sort of gel immediately. Yeah,
definitely. But I think, a credit to the club, really, they got the signings they wanted done relatively early, so we've had probably more time than some teams to kind of gel and get to know each other, and the additions we have made have been really, really good. So I think the club's in a good place where we've started the season. But again, we need to carry that on for another 3 months to then even think about kind of where we are and set goals from there. But it's a great start, and again, that's kind of all it is. But we'd rather be sitting here saying that, it's a great start, but we've done nothing, rather than, we need to get going sooner rather than later. So yeah, we're happy with the start, but we need to carry that on again tomorrow. Defensively, though, as a defensive unit, when you've got new players coming in, do you have to work a little bit, extra hard just to get that relationship, whether it's on the field or off the field? I think the more you kind of get to know lads off the field, it kind of then marries up pretty well on the pitch. Everyone at this level has qualities. You don't need to train them for 2-3 weeks to find out their qualities. Most of us have played each other for years. We know what we're about, kind of thing. But yeah, it takes a little bit of time to gel sometimes. But I think the players we have brought in, there's not one lad you wouldn't go and sit next to in the canteen and have a chat with, because they're all great lads. So they've fit in really well. They've gelled, and I think the lads that have already been here have then kind of added to that as well. Got to know all the boys, and like you said, it marries up on the pitch pretty quickly. You must love it up here, Luke, because you've just signed a new 2-year contract, haven't you, at the club? And how important is that just for your own stability? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm 29 now, so when I came here, it was kind of right. Let's get back to playing. Enjoy playing football again, which I did straight away. I fell in love with the place, fell in love with the club itself. There's no secret that my wife loves it up here, my little one loves it up here, so that's helped me settle in really, really quickly. And we've set some roots up here, so the fact that I could then sign a new 2-year deal was perfect for me, and hopefully perfect for the club as well. It's a nice part of the world, isn't it? It is, it definitely is. We were all talking about it today, actually, Southern v Northern, and how different it is walking around in public down south than it is up here. You mentioned that you're 29, you're coming up 30, Luke, but for a goalkeeper, that's perfect, isn't it? That's your prime, really. I'd like to think so, yeah. I would like to say that physically I'm probably in the best shape I've been in probably in my career. I feel good, I feel sharp, and I think it kind of just goes to show that I'm training with Murph every single day, who has done it for 24, 25 years. And he is still, I mean, people watch him every day, and I think they're kind of surprised at how good he still is. He's phenomenal as a goalkeeper and as a goalkeeper coach. So he's kind of shown how long you can go on for if you do the right things, if you look after yourself and perform on a consistent basis like he did for so many years. So that gives me a nice little kind of carrot to chase in terms of what he's done and where he's still going. So yeah, I feel like I'm in a good position, good age, at a club that I enjoy football, and now we kind of just need to get the results and be where we want to be as a club, really, in a nutshell. And we'll see if Joe gets his cup run out next week after what happened last week. I mean, the power failure. I mean, have you ever known anything like that in a game? No, I can't say I have. It was a little bit of a shock. Nearly as much of a shock of getting Lincoln in the next round if we get there, rather than having Leicester, which I'm sure Murph would have been the headlines for again. But yeah, hopefully, I know when he plays, you know what you're getting from Joe. He's phenomenal with his feet. He still makes fantastic saves. So he's a credit to himself and a credit to the club that he's still in a position where he can go and perform how he does every time he's called upon.
And talking about goalkeepers, Luke, there's a new rule, isn't there, this season, the 8-second rule. How have you been getting on with that?
It's different. It is different. I mean, I know in the past it's been 6 seconds for a goalkeeper. That's never been the case. And now I think because it's a new rule, every time a new rule is brought in, there's going to be some teething problems, and the refs want to be the first one probably to use the new rule, let's say. So I think you do have to be careful with it, and it does have an impact on the game, whereas before you could try and kill the game a little bit if you're winning. But now it really does change in terms of they are really hot on the 8 seconds. So there's times where the boys aren't maybe as high as they should be. If you gone are the days now where you can kind of look to play out and then get up the pitch, you have to make your mind up really quickly now. So I think people will be caught out with it. The game is quicker. Whether or not that's a good thing, I don't know yet. But from the fans' point of view, it's going to be more action and more kind of chances by the sounds of it.
And I guess that does impact your training, does it? You know, when the ball comes to you, you've got to quickly think about what you're going to do quickly. Yeah,
I mean, that's what you do during the week. Whatever you do on a Thursday and a Friday usually mirrors a Saturday. So the gaffer's massive on Thursdays and Fridays, especially when we're in kind of shape and things like that. This is us preparing for Saturday. So it's not a walkthrough, it's not a jolly up whatsoever. This is us training how we're going to play Saturday, so it kind of just goes hand in hand nicely.
And Gillingham, just finally, is your next challenge. Hopefully it'll be a clean sheet for you, as the last home game was. But they've started in a similar way to you, so I guess it's difficult to know how other teams are going to be.
Yeah, definitely. I think since Gareth's come in, I don't think they've lost in the 12 games he's been there for, so they've always been a hard team to beat. They've always been a team that give 110%, but I think anyone in this league, and I know it's the most cliche thing in the world, but you never know what you're going to get from any team in this league. They all have positives, they all have negatives, and it's our opportunity to try and obviously exploit those, but at the same time you've got to be wary of the positives that teams do have, and Gillingham have specifically as well.
Good luck, thank you.
Top man.